and gentlemen, welcome to episode 122 of the Wrestling Rundown. We're starting things off with the Indy news as per usual, talking about all those guys that don't get all of the publicity that they deserve. So that's why we talk about them here. We dedicate an entire video to them. We're starting off with results. Kevin Hawk, what happened over the weekend?
I had a lot of stuff that happened over the weekend.
Talk about it.
On Friday, we started AAW's Jim Lynam Memorial Tournament.
We did indeed.
In Marina Park, Illinois. Night 1 happened Friday the 7th. We had a non-tournament female match, women's match. Heidi Lovelace defeating Melanie Cruz.
Nice.
And then we opened up with all of the first round matches.
Lots of them.
In the tournament, we had Chuck Taylor defeat Davey Vega, Matt Fitchett defeat Silas Young, ACH defeat Brian Cage.
That's impressive.
Zack Sabre Jr. defeat Colt Cabana.
Probably a really good
Prince Ali defeating Ethan Page. Jeff Cobb defeating Drew Gulak.
Hey.
Phoenix defeating AR Fox. And Chris Hero defeating Congo Kong.
That's the one match that you wanted.
Yeah.
That's the result you wanted. So.
Thank you very much for that. And then we had the main event, which was the much anticipated championship match between Pentagon Jr. and Sami Callihan, in which Pentagon Jr. would retain the championship. But then later we are knowing now that they will have another championship match the next night involving Dave Christ and Phoenix as well.
It was Jake Christ.
Jake Christ?
Yeah.
One of the Christs. Jake Christ.
Yeah.
I didn't write down which one.
It was Jake.
Okay. Could be either one. It just says Christ.
What happened other than Jim Lynam Night 1?
That's all that happened on Friday.
Oh, that's all by itself.
On Saturday, we're going to open up with part 1 of a doubleheader from
Chikara
in Haverhill, Massachusetts. This was Cruise Control.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, we did not have a return of Ashley Remington.
I know.
Despite the very obvious clues by the poster.
Yeah, because the boat was the SS Remington.
Yeah.
It was his yacht. So we had Icarus.
That's why his yacht burned and sank. He was on it.
What did it do? Did it burn or sink?
Both. There was fire and it was in the water, so it burned and then sank.
Oh.
Ashley Remington is dead.
No.
But it's okay. I feel like he's been reincarnated in that Dalton Castle guy.
Yeah. Icarus defeated Silver Ant.
Hey.
Flex Rumble Crunch defeated Billy Body Slam. It's another name.
Body Slam.
It's another name that sounds like it could be part of the Devastation Corporation. No, it's one of the Chikara's got their.
I thought you were gonna say Chikara's Got Talent.
No, they got their their trainees or whatnot.
Yeah,
when they're coming up through. They're called by their finishing moves. They call them.
Really?
Yeah. It's probably because it's like whatever the most advanced move they perform is.
Interesting.
So I'm trying to look something up while I talk. And my phone just keeps pretending it's not hooked up to a charger. We also had the Ice Creams defeat Big Deal Security, Sloan Caprice and Rick Rowland.
Also known as the Closers.
Also known as Sloan Caprice and Rick Rowland.
Yeah.
Also known as Two Giant Buff Dudes in Chikara. Juan Francisco de Coronado defeated Donald Kluger of Despolitan. Jigsaw defeated Missile Assault Man. And in the main event, the Osirian Portal, your boys, defeated the Batiri. And as far as I know, everybody got to keep their masks.
Yeah, and apparently there was a lot of interference from Frightmare being a little dick.
Frightmare. Because there's some people who said it wasn't actually Frightmare.
It was Frightmare. I was there.
Oh, okay. Well, all right then. I believe.
Sorry, I didn't invite you to the Chikara show.
Yeah, fuck off. We also had night 2 of AAW's Jim Lynam Memorial Tournament.
Yeah.
We had the quarterfinal matches where Chris Hero defeated Matt Fitchett. Prince Ali defeated Phoenix. Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Jeff Cobb, and ACH defeated Chuck Taylor.
Nice.
Then we had in non-tournament action, the Heritage Championship was successfully defended by AR Fox against Drew Gulak and Brian Cage.
That's a hell of a defense right there.
Yeah.
Like, you get
A Lucha Underground star and somebody in the Cruiserweight division.
Like, you got a guy who's extremely technically sound, and then one of the biggest guys in wrestling currently. So, yeah, that's a hell of a win for AR Fox.
Yeah. Then we had the semifinal matches. Chris Hero would defeat Prince Ali, and Zack Sabre Jr. defeat ACH. Then we had a tag team match in which Davey Vega and Silas Young would defeat Congo Kong and Marcus Crane.
Alright.
And then we had the championship match, which I was referring to earlier,
Yes.
which was like an Ultimate Jeopardy tag team match.
Muchas de apuestas.
Where Jay Christ was putting his career on the line.
Yes.
Which I don't think would be too much because he already had retired prior to this.
Retired and then came back.
Yeah. And Sami Callihan, his partner, was putting his hair on the line.
Right.
Versus Phoenix, who had already wrestled earlier that night.
Yeah.
And the night before. Was putting his mask on the line, and Pentagon Jr. was putting his championship on the line.
The Lucha Brothers teaming up.
Yeah. So it was whoever got pinned would have to relinquish their item. It wasn't both men of the losing team. Sami Callihan would pick up the win over Pentagon Jr., becoming the AAW champion once again.
A two-time AAW champion.
And then in the main event, the finals of the tournament, Chris Hero would defeat Zack Sabre Jr. to become the first ever Jim Lynam Memorial Tournament winner.
Nice.
No word on yet if this is going to be a reoccurring theme or a one-off that I've heard.
I bet it'll be a reoccurring theme.
Either or, he's the first and potentially only.
Well, congratulations to Chris Hero.
Yeah, let's move over to Voorhees, New Jersey.
We know what happens over there. That's
for violent things.
Violence and blood and gore and
CZW Tangled Web 9.
Lots of gross stuff.
Yeah, we had a 4-way opener with Frankie Picard defeating Jimmy Lloyd, Dan O'Hare, and Blackwater.
Blackwater. All right.
Yeah, we had the Hit Squad's Open Challenge for the CZW Championship.
Yes.
Was answered and lost by the Fella Twins.
Awesome.
Alexander James defeated Nathan Cruz. Joe Gacy defeated Black G's. The Young Dragons would defeat the Nation of Intoxication when Devin Moore would turn on Connor Claxton, super kicking him and costing him the match. So,
wow.
According to Connor Claxton's Twitter, we have seen the end of the Nation of Intoxication.
So the whole group itself is done. Wow.
With the 6-man tag, I believe it was 6-man tag, could have been tag team, but it's Team Pazuzu defeating Scarlett and Graves. Yeah, that'd be right. It's 6-man tag because that's where Dave Christ is. He's leading Scarlett and Graves. Then Joey Janela defended the Wired Championship successfully against Tony Devin. Jonathan Gresham successfully defended the CZW World Championship against Homicide. And then in the Tangled Web match, 4 corners Tangled Web match, Danny Havoc would defeat Alex Cullen, Ricochet Page, and Tim Donst.
Wow. All right. Congratulations, Danny Havoc.
Lastly, on Saturday, we're heading back to Haverhill, Massachusetts for the second part of the doubleheader from
Chikara!
Judgment Day. I get it. Terminator reference.
I had to do it.
We had 1E defeat Officer Warren Barksdale. Worker Ant defeated Tim Pence.
Okay.
The Scurvy Lads, a.k.a. Cornelius Crummels and Sonny Defarge.
The Scurvy Lads?
I don't know if that's what they're calling them. That's what these results had them. So I wrote it down this way. The Scurvy Lads defeated the Crustaceans.
Oh, that'd
Hermit Crab and
Rock
Rock
Lobster.
Lobster. Yep.
All right.
Mark Angelisetti defeated Fire Ant.
Uh-oh.
And the Big Deal himself, the artist formerly known as Swoggle, defeated Chuck Taylor, trademark.
Black one.
And in the main event for the Grand Championship, Hollowicked successfully defended against Heidi Lovelace.
It has not been a good year for Heidi Lovelace.
No. I mean, she got her championship match eventually, though.
Yeah.
So that's like one goal achieved.
Yeah.
She didn't win, so second goal not achieved.
Yeah.
But then we had the ever-popular Chikara Encore match, in which Ashley Vox and Delby Exo, the Sea Stars, would defeat the Gentlemen's Clubs, Orange Cassidy, and the Swamp Monster.
Wow. All right. That's quite the encore after Heidi Lovelace versus Hollow Wicked.
Much like the way they netted Drew Gulak at King of Trios during the Tag Gauntlet, they netted Swamp Monster, just with a bigger, more effective net.
Is that not disqualification? I feel like that should be disqualification. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe you are wrong.
Maybe I'm right, though.
And if you're right, I don't want to be wrong.
Well, maybe I should just talk about Ring of Honor then.
Yeah.
I should do that.
Tell us about what happened, for those of you who don't want to know, because it'll be spoilered if you plan on watching it, Wednesday?
Yep. Wednesday on Comet.
Click to the time that's listed below to move on with your life.
Yes. But for those of you sticking around, we only had 2 matches. This was the end of their Field of Honor shows, which were recorded a few months ago. It was back in August, I believe, the same weekend as SummerSlam and NXT TakeOver and all that fun stuff. We had Kyle O'Reilly versus Katsuyori Shibata. We had Bobby Fish at ringside, who's been having a rivalry with Shibata, and he was obviously out there kind of...
He loves him some bread.
He was out there not only getting a look at his current rival, but also out there supporting his tag team partner. A very slow-paced match. The way they started, Katsuyori Shibata was very methodical in his ways, but once Kyle O'Reilly kind of got his own things picked up, started getting really physical, neither of them selling the forearms or big kicks across the chest. Shibata actually once like brushing kicks off of his chest and just not giving a fuck. But Kyle O'Reilly eventually got him in the armbar, and Shibata tried to get out of it, which then O'Reilly was able to turn it into the Umaplata, and Shibata couldn't go anywhere, wasn't tapping out, so referee Tiger Hattori actually stopped the match. Commentary was kind of guessing that it was to save Shibata, but there was really no answer as to why it was stopped. It was a very strange situation, but the win was awarded to Kyle O'Reilly. And then in the main event we had
a winner by referee stoppage.
Yeah. And then in the main event we had a 4-corner survival match for the ROH World Championship. Adam Cole defending against Jay Lethal, Tetsuya Naito, and Hiroshi Tanahashi. This was a lot of Adam Cole and Tetsuya Naito trying to avoid the baby faces in the match. Trying to get the one-up on all of them. Everyone really getting their own spot in the match, though. A lot of really good chemistry between 4 of the top guys in that particular part of professional wrestling. But Lethal ends up hitting Hail to the King on Adam Cole. Tanahashi tries to go for a high fly flow, and Cole actually moves out of the way. Then Lethal hits the lethal injection on Tanahashi, taking him out. And as he tries to hit it on Cole, Cole actually falls back and pulls the referee with him, as Tetsuya Naito got in with the championship and hit Jay Lethal with the title. As he tried to set up for a finishing move, he got super kicked by Adam Cole. Then Adam Cole hit the last shot on Jay Lethal to retain the ROH World Championship.
Insult to injury.
Yeah. So, great match. Check that out for sure. Both of the matches were really good, but I'm looking forward to them getting into whatever happened post All-Star Extravaganza, which hopefully should be starting next week. So, but that is it for Ring of Honor. Do we have any news?
I don't.
I don't either. So we're just going to go right into our next segment, which is called Upcoming Shows, where I don't have any. So I'm going to let you do all the talking again. I will be talking about a New Japan show the first week of November.
We're going to be talking about a lot of shows the first weekend of November.
Yeah, the first weekend of November is going to be a very busy week. So I'm going to let you have all the fun until that week, and you're still going to have more fun that week than I am. So what's happening this weekend?
Yeah, I got 3 shows coming up this way. 2 on Saturday. So we're going to start with AIW's Season of the Witch.
Silver Shamrock.
Yeah, there's going to be, 16 more days to Halloween after this show? Because it's going to be on the 15th.
That would be 16 days?
Yeah, that just is hard to sing with a song. You gotta have, like, one syllable numbers to be smooth with the song. If you don't know what I'm referencing, it's Halloween 3.
The really bad one.
The only one that doesn't revolve around Michael Myers.
Well, what's happening at the show?
Wait, interesting note, it's not coming from Cleveland, Ohio, as per usual. It's coming from Mentor on the Lake, Ohio.
Okay.
From the venue Tequila Jacks.
Alright.
We're
Changing it up.
Brian Carson versus Rex Brody. Dr. Daniel C. Rockingham's can take on Man Scout Jake Manning. Three-way lucha action as El Gringo Loco takes on Triton, and they also face Laredo Kid.
Alright.
We're going to have Dominic Guarini versus Kaplan. Philly Collins versus Frankie Flynn.
Philly Collins.
PB Smooth and Garrison King versus Weird World. Alex Daniels defends the Intense Championship against Eric Ryan.
Alright.
And what I'm guessing is the main event, because this is the most highly touted match on the website. We're going to have a one-on-one encounter between Raymond Rowe and Jeff Cobb.
Oh, that'll be a killer match.
Hashtag Hoss Fight.
Yes. I'm all about that match. That'll be good.
Also, on Saturday, we're going to have Evolve 70.
Alright.
Including Zack Sabre Jr. versus Hot Sauce Tracy Williams.
That'll be good.
Fred Yehi versus Dustin.
The white one.
Matt Riddle versus a mystery opponent to be chosen by Drew Galloway.
Interesting.
Chris Hero versus Drew Gulak. And in the main event, Timothy Thatcher evolves the Defend Championship.
Evolves into...
Yeah, no, he's going to defend the Evolve Championship against Ethan Page.
Alright.
And then on Sunday, the 16th, we're going to have Evolve 71, the sequel, where we'll have Hot Sauce Tracy Williams against the man making his Evolve debut,
Ooh.
Jason the Gift Kincaid.
Oh, nice.
Then we're going to have Darby Allin versus Dustin.
The white one.
Ethan Page versus Sami Callihan.
That'll be good.
Zack Sabre Jr. versus Fred Yehi. Chris Hero versus Matt Riddle. And in the main event, fight to the finish non-title match, Timothy Thatcher faces Drew Gulak.
Oh. Alright.
Might not have a chance for it to be a title match anyways, because Thatcher could lose the championship.
Exactly. That's what they're making sure.
Yeah.
Just in case. Alright, well, another solid week of independent wrestling. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe.
Alright, speaking well.
Yes.
Click on the links down in the description. At the bottom of the description, you'll find all of our usual links that are in every single video.
So much social media.
The SoundCloud, where you can go and listen to all of our regular reviews, podcast style. You can get updates to all of the videos and podcasts from all the social media links. The most important links down in the description, though, are the links that send you to all the people that we just got done talking about, like ChikaraPro.com.
Yeah, what about LookMonoFans.com?
ROHWrestling.com.
CZWrestling.com.
And a whole bunch more, but
So
we
many more.
want to add more, and we want it to be your fault.
Yeah.
Your suggestion. So send us to any of the social media links, comments down below, however you can get a hold of us. Send us websites, YouTubes, Facebook pages, Twitter pages, wherever we can find some matches of your favorite and or local promotions. And if you send us something that we like and we want to add it to our list, we will do that, and we'll give you a shout out for sending it to us.
Hey, that sounds like a good idea.
I think so. Just ask Jamie. She's the reason we talk about Attack Pro, which are coming out very soon.
Part of the November 4th weekend.
Exactly. Oh man,
It's going to be so busy.
Good lord. We might have a two-parter that weekend.
We could have be the first time in a long time.
But for all of the videos coming out this week, you'll want to check out the playlist, because not all of them are going to be on the SoundCloud for those of you who are listening to us, because we have our No Mercy review coming up next. We'll be having, I think that might be our only.
Yeah, that's bonus.
That's gonna be our only extra video. So if you want to know what happened to No Mercy and you want to know our thoughts, you'll have to come over here to the YouTube to check out that review because you won't get it on the podcast. But for now, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Yeah. NASA Peepo.